Are you living in Toronto these days and getting tired thinking of leaving? If that's the case, perhaps you're looking at some of the smaller towns in Ontario. Today, I want to introduce you to Amy Layton, who's going to tell us about what it's like to live in the Niagara region. Amy is a real estate agent in Niagara for a number of years. She has recently been elected to the Niagara Association of Realtors. Congratulations, Amy.
Thank you.
And we'd love to know more about not just the Niagara region, but what kind of homes they have there and what we get for our dollar. Take it away.
Hey, well, hello everybody, and thank you, Deirdre, for having me on to talk about Niagara. It's definitely a popular moving to destination with people from the Hamilton and Toronto area. So I have lived in Niagara pretty well most of my life. A few years up in Northern Ontario, but I consider Niagara Falls my hometown. It's a wonderful place to live. Deirdre and I were talking just before we started recording that everyone knows about our waterfall and our wineries, but we're certainly a lot more than that. The last 25, 30 years, we have grown an incredible entertainment district. I've met a number of actors, musicians, comedians from this area who just, they never cease to astound me. The type of people, creative people that we have here. It's a really great place to be.
I remember once talking with you, Amy, and you saying something that really hit home with me. And that was, even though this is a smaller town, we would call it, coming from Toronto, right. It is not, the people there are very welcoming, even to blow-ins, as we would call them. Where I come from in Ireland, you know, a blow-in could last you could be living in the place 10 years before they think you actually belong there. Yeah. But Niagara is not like that, you tell me.
No, I some might disagree, but speak for myself here. I've seen people come here. I recently helped clients actually move here from Markham. They just sold their house in Markham, and I helped them purchase a house here in Ridgeway, which is even smaller than Niagara Falls. Ridgeway is part of Fort Erie, and they're East Indian. They were very concerned about coming here, that they weren't going to be accepted, or, you know, because it's coming from a smaller town and people talk and blah, blah, blah. They absolutely love it there. My advice to him was, I just love these two. Him and his wife are very nice people, and told him, I mean, if I said, if you're talking to people like you're talking to me, they're going to welcome you right in, and they sure did. They absolutely, I just talked to them about a week ago, and they love it there.
That's fantastic. That's great news. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's an important thing for Torontonians particularly.
Yes, we like to talk here. We like to talk to our neighbors. Not that you guys don't. I don't mean that. But we I don't know. Everybody, for the most part, it's very friendly, very welcoming here, and we understand people are coming here for our price point and our nature and our, you know, country and city sort of next to each other. We get it.
And tell us a little bit about the real estate then, Amy. What kind of homes can we get for our dollar? You know, what kind of prices should we be looking at?
Well, if you're looking for, I'll start with the standard old 3-bedroom detached family home, say 1,800, 2,000 square feet, maybe, even if it's a single garage, double garage. In Niagara Falls, our median price were probably, that'll probably run you around 560, 580. I just actually firmed up a deal today in Central in Niagara Falls. It's a 1.5 story, 3 bedrooms, no garage, but completely renovated, about 1,000 square feet, and it just sold for 405.
Okay.
And nice lots. We're talking like 40, 50 wide lot by about 120, 150 feet. And it was still, yeah.
That's quite a big lot for us in Toronto, because the average detached house in Toronto is only 25 foot wide, maybe 100 feet long. So you're talking double that width at 50 feet wide.
Yeah.
So that's lots of space around to to meet with and social
Yes.
distance with your friends at the same time.
Yes, yes, for sure. Yeah.
Wonderful.
In nice family neighborhoods.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's St. Catharines tends to be a little bit higher in price, maybe 15-20% higher in price. The two of them have got very close this year. Welland tends to be even a little bit more affordable than what I had just mentioned. And then getting into like Port Colborne and Fort Erie, sort of at either end of the region.
Yes.
Fort Erie's coming up in price quite a bit, and Port Colborne seems to be our most affordable right now.
I see. Okay.
So
Cool. And tell me, one of the things that certainly some of my friends last year were looking for, they thought they could go down to Niagara and get something on the waterfront at a reasonable price. But I think they came away pretty disappointed. Can you give us an idea of what that sort of, I mean, we all have this tourist idea of Niagara on the lake, beautiful by the water.
Right. Yeah.
What kind of a price did those homes fetch?
Something in good repair on the water in Niagara on the lake would be certainly over $1 million.
Okay.
Something not in good repair, as experienced with some clients recently on the Fort Erie end.
Yes.
Still is about 900,000 to $1 million. So yeah, I mean it's still quite affordable considering what you get in Toronto for $1 million. You can have a beautiful 2,000 square foot beautiful home on Lake Ontario in Niagara on the Lake for say $1 million or 1.5, sometimes more. Like obviously depending what it is, but that you're not going to get that here for $500,000-$600,000.
Understand. So, and just to go back one more time, the average two-story house is around what price point again?
Actually, I was going to show you our stats here from, where is it here? You see that there's Niagara in the numbers. Good. Niagara in numbers.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay. So we're definitely in a
seller's market.
Very hot seller's market right now. So our average detached for an average detached in the Niagara region. So this is not just Niagara Falls, this is the whole region on an average, about $575,000. Your average little condo here, about $550,000, and townhouses, semi-detached about $450,000. We're averaging, I think this actually just went down for the end of November. I was looking at the board stats this morning anyway. This is from my office from as of the end of October. But anyway, we're at about 30 days on the market.
Wow, that's short. Yes.
So it's pretty very short.
And obviously only one, just as a matter of interest though, I see that your semi-detached are only averaging $450,000, but your townhouses are actually higher price. Is there some particular area that is bringing that price up, or what's going on there?
You guys.
You mean
it's people.
It's
a lot of people coming from out of town. So maybe they're. I'm finding that a lot of my my blow-ins, as you called it. I like that. I love that. There's either they're used to living in a townhouse where they were in the city. And so we've recognized that here in Niagara the last few years. We have a number of new townhouse complexes here and some more condominium buildings going up because we've recognized that this is what when people are coming here, they want to move here. This is what a lot of them want.
Wow.
The population is getting older, so a lot of these people are snowbirds.
Yes.
So they want a townhouse that they can just lock the door in the winter and leave.
Interesting.
Obviously not this year, but in normal times. So yeah, so our townhouse market has gone up quite a bit.
Okay, and those townhouses, are they just two-story? I mean, an awful lot of baby boomers don't want stairs. So I was just wondering about, our townhouses can be 3 flights of stairs, not just 2.
Right. There are some that are 3 stories and 2 stories. We have a few of the builders are doing bungalow townhouses or
Ah,
bungalows
cute.
because of that. People do not want stairs.
Yes,
So just stop my screen there for a sec. But yeah,
that's lovely. Oh, that's
yeah,
amazing. Okay, so there's a really great cross section of opportunity.
yes.
Um, I
Um,
know sometimes when you're in the city, you get used to thinking that all houses look like the house that you live in. And
right.
so when we go down to a different region, it's like, oh, just a
Yeah.
bit different. But that's
So
wonderful to hear that there's new build going on as well as
yeah,
some of the nice older stuff.
there's a lot of new building going on here. There was quite a building boom in the 70s and
Hmm.
early 80s in Niagara. So we have a lot of semis, but some might be a lot of backsplit semis. That was
Oh, yes.
a popular building style at the time.
Hmm.
One thing I wanted to mention, I get this a lot from people coming from Hamilton and Toronto, as far as condo apartments. We don't have high-rise buildings here.
None.
We do, but they're not 20, 30-story buildings. So
Oh,
we're kind of limited to like about 12 stories.
very
So
nice.
just so everybody knows, you still get a wonderful view if you're the higher up you are,
Of
but
course, of course.
I found that with some people in the last few years that were just after a condo for maybe, three or four hundred thousand
Hmm.
dollars and wanting to, something in the penthouse, Amy, on the high floor. It doesn't exist here.
Okay, well, thank you. That's an amazing tidbit that I wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah.
So we're running out of time a little bit here, but
Yes.
it's always great. You and I could talk forever.
Yes,
If
we could.
if anybody is interested in finding out more about Niagara, obviously we're going to provide Amy's information right down below or on screen, and reach out to me if you're thinking of leaving Toronto, and
Yes.
Amy obviously in anywhere in the Niagara region. Thank
Hmm.
you very much indeed, Amy.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.